This is Joseph Kiuga.
Joseph Kiuga.
So some institution.
Pia pressure. Leo tunamaliza shule, ninaenda nyumbani.
Ukiwa leo Mutembei jimbo la Nairobi saa 11 jioni uliiba simu moja iPhone.
Hapa niona?
Yes,
and that's not on my journey. I wish to come on record for that case person.
Charge publication of false information contrary to section 23 of the Computer Misuse and Cybercrime Act number 5 of 2018, particulars of the offense on the 18th day of April 2024 at Milimani Law Courts premises within Nairobi County of the Republic of Kenya, with others not before court, knowingly made a false press statement which was broadcasted by Citizen Television and Kenya Broadcasting Corporation Television mainstream media with intention to discredit the reputation of Mr. Elijah Oshiri, Robert Mugasia Adika alias Robert Kiberengi. Is it true or not true? Count 2. Charge publication of false information contrary to section 23 of the Computer Misuse and Cybercrime Act number 5 of 2018, particulars of the offense between 18th day of April 2024 and 24th April 2024 at unknown times along Cathedral Road within Nairobi County of the Republic of Kenya, with others not before court, published information that in court Washira belongs to jail, and if the demo doesn't happen, take note that organizers have been kidnapped, named, arrested, or even killed by Elijah Washira, 25th April 2024, demo date. End of quotes. The information that is not true.
First, we'll be requesting for the witness statements and all the documents that the prosecution will be relying on in this matter. Second application, Your Honor, will be applying for your lenience in terms of the bond and bail terms on reasonable conditions, Your Honor. Your Honor, this is because the accused person is unwell. He has ulcers, Your Honor, and he needs medication. Furthermore, Your Honor, this accused person is the sole breadwinner for the family and needs to go home to provide for his family. Your Honor, the accused person's wife actually miscarried and is bedridden, so the accused person has to go home also to support his wife. That is the 3rd of May 2024 at 3 p.m. And you see the way he was arrested, I'm told, I saw him, and I'm told actually he was assaulted by the police. Carried and violently bundled into the police motor vehicle. And he should be seeing a doctor after if he's given a cash bail, Your Honor. He's not a flight risk, Your Honor.
has been submitted to the cyber experts for purpose of extraction of information. Sorry, for purpose of investigations, Your Honor. You know, once we complete investigations, we can revisit the application by counsel. And if those were the issues raised. Yes. Thank you.
They have a right to be supplied with the statements and all documentary exhibits. Secondly, the accused person may be released on a bond of at least 150,000 with a surety of a similar amount. And then alternatively, a cash bill of 75,000 conditional upon him presenting one contact person. So we'll take a mention date for pre-trial. So I think on the issue of the phone, once this the investigation is now complete, the same should be returned to the accused person. So we can have a mention.
14 May.
Is it convenient?
I think it's the convenient.
Alright, so
it is convenient.
Okay, so pre-trials on the 14th day of May. Alright, thank you. Good day to you too, thank you.
It is now, we need to agree, it is your wife that withdrew this cash.
She actually signed the check.
Cash.
She signed the check.
Okay, answer my question. Who withdrew in cash?
I was at the counter. I'm the one who picked the money.
So you're the one who withdrew in cash?
No, she signed the counter and the money.
No, it must be one person withdrew or 2 people or 10 people.
She signed the check and I picked the money from the cashier.
So who withdrew? Because that's an important
She
question.
did.
She did.
She signed
You
the
see,
check.
you are taking me around and you are getting
She
back.
signed the check.
Yeah. So that is the withdrawal according to you, signing the check. Signing a check even in the office, that amounts to withdrawal. This money was in cash. Check to the bank. So you both held one check and you handed it over. Who deposited that check for it to be cashed?
She handed it over to the cashier.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. She handed over that check to the cashier. Then when the money was given, who took the money?
I did.
You took the money. So she did not take the money.
She had already left.
Oh, she had already left. Okay. So, in terms of the what document do you have? Because there must be a check. There must be filled the transaction voucher. And you must have signed to say I've received.
Today, the 6th Monday, May, I've finally been released from detention, where I was at Capitol Hill Police Station for the last 3 days since Friday. I was arrested at Jibanji, violently arrested by CID officers from Nairobi traffic area. Very violent and bundled into the boot of a waiting vehicle. So I've been in custody for the last 3 days. I want to thank President Frank, President of Bunge Mwananchi, for working around the clock to secure my release. And all members, I want to appreciate them, all members of Bunge la Mwananchi for this effort. I do not take it for granted. This is the solidarity that we want. I also want to thank the lawyers who have done their best to secure my release. What I want to say finally is that as activists, we can never be intimidated, we can never be silenced, we can never be cowed, even by people bringing up frivolous and trumped up charges in order to silence us. We shall continue to call out all state officers to account for their actions in office without intimidation, without fear, without favor. No amount of this intimidation can cow us. So I really want to appreciate this effort. I thank the President and all members of Bunge la Mwananchi. Asante.
Generally speaking, on behalf of Bunge la Mwananchi and civil society actors, we are concerned because you see what happened to Kiberenge. That was a clear example of a whistleblower being targeted by the state. This must be condemned, and all Kenyans must respect the courts, irrespective of who you are in that office. So we are taking the campaign back to the person who was involved, especially on National Health Insurance Fund. That campaign must be sustained, and also we are very concerned as a citizen. Thank you.
Bush, I'm the Attorney General of Bunge la Mwananchi. I think today we are condemning what has transpired in the 3 days ago, when one of the officials of Bunge la Mwananchi was arrested on fabricated, frivolous charges that are inspired by the hatred that certain state officers who do not want to be held account for their actions and misactions in office inspired against one of our officials. I think we have been very clear in this country that the weaponization of criminal justice system is a primitive method that must come to an end. In the 21st century, we do not expect law enforcement agencies, prosecutorial agencies, and investigative agencies to hold brief for the state. Justice should be allowed to stand on its own. And Kiberenge here is arrested because he called out a state officer, the Director General of NHIF, for failing to obey court orders. This is a country that is under the rule of law. If you do not obey court orders, you are a criminal. You should be arrested. So instead of arresting the criminal, the person who disobeyed court orders, who is a fugitive of the law, and we pointed out rightly, and we will repeat, as long as Kenya is under the rule of law, that Mr. Wachira, who is the Director General of NHIF, is a fugitive. He must obey the law. He must obey court orders. So if pointing out that a fugitive needs to be arrested in this country is criminal, then as Bunge la Mwananchi, we are here to affirm solidarity with Kiberenge for that so-called criminal act. Any state officers, be warned wherever you are, that if you do not obey the law, you are a fugitive and must be held accountable. Therefore, we want to condemn the weaponization of state criminal system against those who are whistleblowers, those who bring state officers to account. Therefore, as Bunge la Mwananchi, this is a fight that we will continue, regardless of which office you occupy in this country. If you have committed a criminal offense, Bunge la Mwananchi will ensure that you are held to account. With those few remarks, I thank you.
Mganga, jambo ile ambayo imesababisha nisimame hapa ni mshangao, kwa sababu sielewi kama mwenye makosa ndiye anastahili kushikwa ama mwenye kusema ndiye anastahili kushikwa. Kisikiliza National Anthem ya Kenya inasema kwamba haki iwe ngao na mlinzi. Inasema Mungu nguvu yetu uilete baraka Kenya. Haki iwe ngao na mlinzi ndio tuwe na undugu, amani na uhuru. Wewe mtu kama Wachira na wengine ambaye ni wafisadi na watu ambao wataki kutii sheria, una expect tukae na wewe ukidhurumu na ukifanya vile unataka? Neno ni moja. Kiberenge tumeshukuru Mungu pamoja na unit ya Bunge la Mwananchi ameachiliwa. hata kama tumetoa hela, lakini ameshatoka. Ile kitu ambayo nataka kuambia leo, Wachira, wewe utaua ule ambao unaona iko karibu na wewe, lakini tutakaa pamoja, either uame Kenya ama si tuame Kenya. Wewe ndio utajua vile ambao utafanya, utajua mahali utajifix, either tuame ama uame. Wewe ubaki na president kama ndio nakutetea, ama ubaki na hao polisi. Kwa hii Kenya si tuende, ama nyinyi muende, tubaki tujue nani mwenye Kenya. Asante.
My name is Francis Awino. I am the current president Bunge la Mwananchi. And I want to say something regarding this issue, Kiberenge. It is so sad that the person who is on the wrong is doing all those things to us. Na mimi mwenyewe nakumbuka tukiwa mtoto, ulikuwa ukikosea mama yako na kuchuna so that you can go towards the right direction. I'm feeling so sad on the fact that we are trying to write up a wrong. We are trying to write up Mr. Wachira. We are trying to tell Mr. Wachira that our courts need to be respected. I feel so sad because by morning, we didn't know that Kiberenge will be taken to court. I made a move and complained to the Internal Affairs Unit. And a few minutes later, I was told that Kiberenge will be apprehended in our court at 11 after serving the letter. Does this mean that we Kenyan, for us to get justice, we have to cry, we have to do something so that we can get justice that we deserve? Our brother Kiberenge was arrested for trying to write up a wrong. And we are saying, even if we are being intimidated, and I said it before, that we are being intimidated, that there is a plot to arrest us, and there is even a plot to kill us, we won't hold as Bunge la Mwananchi members. We won't hold until this Kenya goes towards the right direction. And I'm appealing to Mr. Elijah Wachira, CEO, NHIF. There is no any kind of intimidation. Even if you kill us, you won't kill all of us. Even if we are arrested, you won't arrest all of us. Even if we are intimidated, you won't intimidate all of us. What we are saying, our courts have to be respected, and the rule of law has to be respected, because that rule of law is the one which guides us towards this nation. And if you don't want us to follow the law, we can use the jungle law. And from this position, we will check between we and you who will lose. So we are kindly appealing to Mr. Wachira. Follow the law, apologize to Mr. Kiberenge, so that we can move forward as Kenyans. Thank you very much. May God bless Kenya. Asanteni.
Sisi kuloyo. Ukenda. Sisi ko kuloyo. Kuko? Sisi kuloyo. Asituki. Atutitwi.
Hi, sir.
Can I see?
I will see you.
Nenda yari.
Uko naye Milimani bado.